notification, man. You know what I dropped that? You already know what time it is. Bro, I hope this one's scary, bro. This is supposed to be the 10 scariest thing caught on camera, bro. Shout out to Unbelievable Clips, bro. Links will be in the description, bro. Let's see if this one's scary, bro. I want some Blair Witch Project type shit, fam. Alright, let's get it.
We all know scary movies are fake.
Headphones users only. Don't be a pussy, bro. Use your headphones. Please. Like, come on, man. You got it? Alright, my nigga.
But what happens if these movies become a reality? Today on Unbelievable Clips, we are taking a look at the top 10 scariest things ever caught on camera.
Mentally tripping. No.
Number 10, The Hotel. It was just another typical night at the hotel complex. However, December 8th, 2013 was a bit different. The security camera that was set up in front of the door was rolling. However, nobody expected what it was about to catch. Around 1:30 in the morning, it appears like a small creature appears to be walking slowly towards the camera. But then suddenly, it disappears. If we take another look,
what?
The creature is shaped like a human in some ways, but a human would be much larger, unless a toddler was venturing out at 1:30 in the morning. However, as the ghost-like object walks closer to the camera, it suddenly disappears. Where did it go? Did it go into the window or somewhere else? Let us know in the comments where you think the creature went. Number 9, the basement.
That's stupid.
Blake Smith said that he had heard weird noises and screams coming from his basement. Sometimes even the door rattled a bit. One day, however, he finally decided to take a look.
Looks like there's someone there, but a bit too much of a to go down, so here I go.
Wait, time out, fam. Isn't this not the man's crib? How do you have a flashlight? Turn on the fucking lights, my guy.
I hear something. Hello?
Oh, you don't have lights? Why does he have a flashlight? Turn on your lights! Every house, every big house that has lights at the top of the stairs. I'm not having it.
Alright. Hello? I don't like this.
There's noises going upstairs in the dark. And I see bare switches. He's walking by bare switches.
Is anyone here? Oh, Jesus.
How did he even get this off? Low-key, that made me a little nervous still. Low-key, even though I said something dumb.
He's on the door. Hello? Oh. Holy that's too much for me. Too much for me.
But bro, you have lights, bro.
Jesus.
I hate stuff like this, bro.
After his first encounter, things began to get even weirder, however. Screams became more and more regular, and once again, he goes down to take a second look.
Alright, I live alone again, and,
Nah, the internet ate it up, so you had to do a part 2, you feel me?
I even called the police.
The internet ate it.
Footprints down there when I let him down there, so I don't know what to... Alright. Let's just...
Wet footprints? What?
You stay up here.
Oh wow, the lights are on this time. Or is there a window above? That's what.
Hello? What the f is that?
Hello?
Oddly enough, Blake's encounters must have stopped as quickly as they started, because he has not posted to his YouTube channel for over a year. What do you think was in his basement?
Yo, the man got done!
Number 8, the road.
Bro,
nobody likes driving down a dark road at night, especially if it's by yourself. Unfortunately for this man, he had no choice. He probably wished he didn't go out that night. On August 8th, 2017, the man was driving on a back road by himself around 11:15 p.m. While driving, begins to come around the corner. When all of a sudden,
back roads were deadly, fam. See a man just run out from nowhere, fam. The fuck?
a woman or demon appears in a white shirt who looks to be possessed in some way. The woman then turns around and begins stabbing herself with a knife.
I'm running her over! She's already stabbing herself!
Possibly not real at all. Would you help her?
Fam, she's already stabbing herself. Hit the acceleration!
Number 7.
What? I'm asking her!
A nightclub in Singapore
Fuck
feels
that
just
shit,
another typical night at the bar. People seem to be drinking and having a
done.
great time. But
she's
what they don't know is there's something else among them. Later in the evening, the camera catches something very interesting. Obviously, a bar stool falling is creepy, and weird enough. Nobody was touching the stool, and it seems to just moved and knocked over by itself. But this wasn't the craziest thing that happened that night.
The fuck? Fam, what the
Behind them,
fuck was that?
as they look at the stool, a small creature sprints away from the scene. Now I know what most of you are thinking. Probably just a small child, right? Well, if we take a look at how the creature was moving, it's running much faster than a child would. And the fact that the bar wouldn't allow a small toddler to run around at 3 o'clock in the morning is just another indication it's probably not human. What is this creature? Is it a human? Is it CGI'd? Or is it something that nobody's seen before?
It did, fam! Why did it dip like that? Why is the ghost dipping like that, fam?
Number 6. The Addict. A couple in Portugal was hearing very odd and weird noises coming from their attic. So, they grab the camera and go to see what it is. However, the woman continuously tells the man to be safe. She seems genuinely terrified about what's up there. And for good reason.
Tu vais lá acima sozinho. Eu vou lá contigo. Tem cuidado. Opa! Opa! Não, tu não vais lá sozinho. Ai. Opa, olha, vai lá tu, toma. Toma, eu fico aqui, desculpa, não consigo, desculpa. Desculpa, eu estou cheia de medo, a sério, vai lá tu, mas tem cuidado, está bem? Olha aí, olha, estás a ouvir.
Caralho, se que é isto, meu? Não, nada, está tudo bem, está tudo bem. É? Nada. Espera. Não.
Peraí, eu ajudo a descer.
Whoa! Idiotness! Idiotness!
Olha, mas fecha.
The creature doesn't seem to appear until the man gets down out of the attic. The ghost and terrifying creature seems that they don't really want any visitors.
That's funny
Number
still.
five,
How did that see
the
that?
house.
How did that see that? Like, what do you mean you're just appearing after? I'm giving that a good nuggie, see? Put it in the headlock, giving that a good nuggie, see?
Dima Melezhnikov is a Russian ghost hunter and YouTuber who frequently goes into abandoned buildings, homes, and more to check out what there is. However, a woman told him about her house being haunted, so he went in to investigate further. When Dima went to go check out the house, it was mostly just strange noises and sounds. He then uploaded it to YouTube, and a few weeks later, he had a flood of responses. All of his regular viewers noticed something that Dima himself had no idea about.
Oh
As he
shit.
was walking down one of the stairways, the camera catches something or someone looking at him. It appears to be something that is dressed up in some type of uniform that is just watching him as he travels down the staircase. Like we said, Dima himself didn't notice this until his viewers, who were quite freaked out, noticed it for him.
That's creepy, fam.
Number 4, the woods. A farmer in India went out late at night to find some missing sheep. He ventures into the woods to see if he can find them. He definitely finds something, just not the sheep.
Imagine going to look for sheep and bringing a camera. Never mind. Something eating the sheep? The fuck?
The video shows what appears to be an angry creature who is ready to pounce at any moment. The farmer's reaction seems legitimate, and if it is, my assumption would be, and he never found those sheep.
Man, I see a better phone, see me? No quality shit's not cutting me.
Number 3, the barn. A man notices some screeching and scratching noises that are coming from the barn
Holy.
house that his grandfather had left him. Nobody was home with him over the weekend, so he decided to investigate further. He noticed that all of the equipment had been thrown around the room and begins to go further and further through the barn.
Imagine never doing this in daytime. Imagine waiting till nighttime to do this. Why don't people do everything during nighttime? Like, come on, man. If you really are on some shit, like, you don't do nothing on nighttime. Let's be honest. Alright, I gotta remember. First I thought it was somebody right there. Who else thought it was somebody right there? Like, put in the comments if you thought
The
that.
man then gets to a room and decides to pan the camera upwards and captures this.
Oh
What
shit.
appears to be a ghostly
Oh,
figure
shit.
staring directly at him,
Oh
watching
shit.
everything he's doing. What do you think it is?
There's
Could it
a
be
man
something
just
you've
chilling
never seen
there.
before?
It's just a homeless man chilling there, fam.
Number 2, the prison. In a very small town called St. Osyth, Essex, UK, there is an abandoned jail known only as the Cage. What makes this prison haunted is that for 400 years it served as a prison to restrain and execute women convicted of witchcraft. A paranormal research crew with Brian Mack and others went in to investigate what was claimed to be paranormal activity around the prison. During the investigation, the crew noticed a few things, The lights turned on and off, and strange voices were heard whispering around the prison. When the lights were off, some of the crew were bitten by something they couldn't see. Many of the crew decided that this was too much for them and decided to stop their investigation right there. But for those who decided to continue, the eeriness was just beginning.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please. Weird. My eyes were black.
Brian and his crew decided to perform a ritual as they watched in another room. The woman's face completely changes. Her nose gets longer, and she begins to twitch in a very odd and peculiar way.
Imagine her nose got longer. No, the bitch just had a big nose.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Although the woman had many layers of clothes on, she had a very weird burn mark on her back after the occurrence. She then told her team after they had left that she continued to have weird and scary nightmares for months and months later. Was this woman overtaken by a witch, or was it just another team messing with a camera angle? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Number 1, the tracks. A man decided to investigate a tunnel that was found under train tracks located near his house. When the man arrived, he was shocked at just how large this tunnel really was. There were different hallways and rooms hidden beneath the tracks that looked like they had never been discovered. It is not long before the men began to hear weird noises coming from the distance. So, they decided to go further and further into the tunnel.
The camera quality is so bad. So bad.
As they began to get deeper and deeper into the tunnel, they began to think whether or not this was a good idea, considering they have no idea what awaits them. But, in the end, they decided to continue onto their journey.
I'm bringing a big blade with me. All ghosts are getting stabbed, fam. Any man charged that means getting stabbed, fam.
As they enter the final room, they begin to pan the room with their flashlights and find a strange creature appears in the doorway and is moving in a very odd way. The men are immediately frightened and run away. I'm sure they never ventured back into that tunnel ever again. What do you think it was? Was it a human body? Or was it something else living?
A man snapped, see? A man cracked his back. That's crazy.
Thank you all so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed, make sure.
Yo, shouts out to Unbelievable Clips, man, for the top 10, bro. What do you guys think, man? That was real? That was fake us? That's on a fake us. A lot of these seem like on this guy over here with his fake demon behind him. You see? You feel me? Hold on, let's get the fake demon on the screen. Yo, turn on this light. See? Yo, if you need to try to make that sub, I think to smash that notification button in the comment section. I got on 30 seconds left. Let's take it to the next time, man. Yo, if you guys got scary videos, man, send me up. I'm gonna keep searching for more, man.
Call me like a rich bitch, limp dick, put it on your daughter and she still call a nut. Patty K, gotta know you bitch like Johnny K. ADL pull up in roller skates, or lights on like a